Hello, day 3. My name is Kat and I'm a business energy coach. And sorry for the lateness. I had some technical difficulties. I thought I had to have the phone horizontal, but it said no, rotate the phone, and I'd already set it up horizontal. So anyway, I'm a business energy coach. I help people unkink their hose, Hayley, and so I'm a physio in Switzerland, so I'm very grounded, very not woo-woo. That's the field I come from. And I came to Australia and I couldn't work as a physio. So I found yoga, teaching, massage, NLP, then chakra dance, yeah. So chakras are energy centers. So we're all made up of energy, and chakras are energy centers in the body that are assigned certain qualities or functions. You know, like first chakra is all about survival, second chakra is about, we call it the sex, drugs and rock and roll chakra, so money, relationships, creation. You know, think of a woman who grows a baby, or, you know, just the reproductive organs of creating new life, new things. So third chakra is power, you know, willpower, but also having goals, setting goals, think of a warrior, you know, going and getting stuff done. Fourth chakra is the heart center, so how open are you for giving? And as women, we usually are really good at giving, but often not so much receiving, because sometimes if you think back, you know, maybe as a woman you've received a compliment that felt really sleazy, or, you know, something, or maybe unwanted attention, so we kind of more and more close. Or think of small kids, they're so wide open, and then someone tells you off, so you received something that wasn't very nice, so we close those doors on receiving. Fifth chakra, all about self-expression, not just speaking your truth, but are you actually living and being the person you want to be? Are you expressing yourself fully, or are you holding yourself back out of fear of what others are going to say or think? Or are they going to leave you? You know, all those things. Sixth chakra is all about vision. What's your divine vision? And not in a religious sense. And then seventh chakra is all about what's your purpose? And I believe your purpose, it will find you. You will just happen upon it. So don't get hung up on, I don't know what my purpose is. Just do what lights you up and you will find your purpose. It will just happen. I used to be hung up on what is my purpose? Everyone has their purpose. So as I said, I do energy clearing, and I had a quick chat. I love my background too, Lee. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the ocean, and that just reminds me of the ocean. So yeah. So this is kind of to set the scene, you know, and I was talking to Lee, and she said I opened up an event and I did an energy clearing. And like I said, you know, imagine this is your abundance hose, or just your energy in your body. And so you can open the tap fully, and if there's a kink in the hose, like when you're with your water hose, if it has a kink, nothing's going to flow through. So what I do, or what I help you to do, is unkink the hose, so the money can flow. So and you know, abundance is not just money. It's everything. It's love, it's fulfillment, it's passion, it's creativity, it's joy, it's even anger and pain. It's the totality of life that you can let it flow through you. And a good way to think about, I always say, look at small kids under the age of 3. They are so in flow. They'll throw a tantrum, and then 3 minutes later they're fine again. There's no suppressing of emotions and I shouldn't be angry. It's like they just let it flow, and then you are in flow, and that's why kids usually are very joyful. So let's unkink your money flow hose. So what we actually do is we tap into your subconscious mind and we rewire it. So I do this with emotional clearing from the spiral modality and with rapid transformational hypnosis. So maybe you know Marissa Peer from Mind Valley RTT hypnosis. Super powerful. So what we are going to do is, so we go through the chakras and we will start at the top. We'll do a quick manifestation clear. And maybe if you do this later, pause and have a think. So what are you calling in? I know you guys have been saying what you're calling in, so have a think right now, or which number pops into your head. What are you calling in? And I will ask for the collective consciousness in this group. Do we have permission to muscle test? And so I'm pushing against my thumb, and it's either lock, so yep, we do have permission. And if it were to be a no, it would be unlock. And I'm just pushing. I'm unbiased, so I'll just say what comes up. So we want each chakra to be at 100%. So we're going to go quick. Normally a session like this goes 2 hours. And Lee, I have no idea what the time is, so you'll maybe let me know in 15 minutes or whatever, so I can either speed up, probably speed up. Okay, so what are you calling in? Write that down. Okay. And all right, so let's start at the 7th chakra. So the top of the hose. So what is the purpose of you having this money? If it's money, it could be relationship, it could be a dream home. I've helped people manifest $100,000 in 8 weeks. I've helped people manifest the love of their life. People have gotten over anxiety and panic attacks. You know, you can, whatever's really in your heart, write that down. Okay, so, all right, let's start at the 7th chakra. So let's see for the collective consciousness and, you know, quantum reality. So if you're not live on right now and you come and watch it later, this factors it all in. It's all, you know, I'm testing. It's only ever now. So if you watch this in 2 hours, $20 cash now in your bank account. Awesome. If you watch this in 2 hours or 5 days, it's now for you. So that's what I'm testing for. All right. So 7th chakra is at. So what is the purpose? Why do you want it? Write that down. All right, 7th chakra is at, for the collective, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And we want it at 100%. Okay, if you want to play along, Lee, what's the purpose? Why do you want it? Write it down or for yourself or in the comments. All right, so 50%. Then I have the kinesiology chart, so where we have the 5 elements. Fire, earth, metal, water, wood, central meridian and governing meridian. So let's see. We have fire, earth, spleen, low self-esteem. Okay. That one's a very common one, especially, you know, even with high-level entrepreneurs, and that's who I work with. It's just always so interesting. We all think we're not good enough, we don't belong, we can't have what we want. You know, the imposter syndrome. All right, so low self-esteem. I'm going to show you, and I hope my phone doesn't fall off. So this is my left side. So see, here's my bottom of my rib cage and 1 inch up. And so we're just going to rub this acupressure point, this meridian point. Yeah, to travel to the USA to Mark Clack event and invest in my business. Mind Valley AMS too. Amazing. All right, so just closing your eyes, feeling into where or when have you ever felt low self-esteem. It might be I don't deserve to make $20,000 and attend RTT with Marissa Peer in the UK. Yeah, I'm an RTT practitioner. She's amazing. I highly recommend it. And if anyone wants to learn it, I'd love to refer you. Yeah, so low self-esteem. When have you felt low self-esteem? And while you're rubbing, where or when, these emotions that are held in your body are often not what's happening now, but when you were a kid. But you will, can you feel it in your body? And as soon as you can feel it, you can stop rubbing and just feel the feeling. So if I were to do this with you in a 2-hour session, I'd get you to drop the story if there is a story. As soon as you have the feeling, you just be the space for that feeling to do its thing. So you might feel the feeling in your stomach, and while you sit, you don't try and make it go away, but you just give it space. So you allow it to do whatever it needs to do. You feel it, because often it's a suppressed feeling, otherwise it wouldn't be there. And you just let it fizzle out. That's what we're doing. We're just giving it space. We're allowing it to be. Awesome. And maybe Lee, I know the things are usually top of my rib cage. Breathing is tight. Yeah. So just stay with it and just letting the feelings, let me know when the feeling has passed. And I'm just going to open my laptop so I do have some idea what time it is. Because when you're on a live, you can't see the time. Okay, so let me know once the feeling, it might move around. You might feel emotional. You might, most people have a cry or a bit of a, feelings that are living in your body. And if you don't address them, if you don't release those feelings, they can turn into unease, disease, and so on. Awesome. Done. All right, so let's test. So 7th chakra, we had 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome. Okay, next, let's go to the 6th chakra, your vision. So Lee, you're calling in 20K. Purpose is to travel the world and do all these amazing courses. And I'm guessing in order to serve more people and yourself. And then 6th chakra, what's your vision? What are you going to do with this? What do you see yourself doing with all those things in a year from now? Let's go a year from now. Low self-esteem has played out all through and the 3 most common emotions or scenarios that most of us experience in our lifetime in some shape or form are I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, or I can't have what I want, and I don't belong. Or, those people don't like me. And so those are very basic needs that we all, and the most common one I'd say, I'm not good enough. Develop education programs for women. Awesome. Speaking events. Awesome. All right. So let's see. 6th chakra is at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%. If you have a strong vision, it often can be higher. All right. So let's see. Fire, earth, spleen, stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4. Worry towards others. Family love. So it can be family, friends, your surroundings. That one again, bottom left, and one bottom left of the rib cage, 1 inch up. It's not always the same, but I find often when I clear for the collective, it's often spleen, stomach, meridian, not good enough, worry, all those, so-called labeled negative emotions. And that's the thing, we hold on to those or suppress those negative emotions So just closing your eyes and just feel into, when have you ever experienced worry? Where can you feel it in your body? As soon as you can feel it in your body, so maybe the worry, towards others. What if I do go and do what I want to do? What if this is for my girlfriends too. Yeah. Worried about what are they going to say, what are they going to think. I just started my YouTube channel yesterday and I had fear. And I was like, what? Why? But, our ego has no interest in us changing. Our ego loves the status quo because that is safe. And our ego wants us we are built for survival and not for thrival. So just feeling, worried about money. Where can you feel it? So stop rubbing and feel it in your body. Where can you feel it? I can feel it in my chest, sort of here. Worried about safety. Yeah. So be a space for that worry. Be a space and just think of it as that's a little child or a younger version of you so feel it. And if there's tears about others not earning money and that affects you, so just feel it, be with it. I always find closing my eyes and allows me to, just feel what's going on inside. So if you're very much up in your head and go and do, and we get so much, just feel it in your chest. We get so much rewarded in our Western civilization for doing, and we don't get, as kids, rewarded for being. That's why so often it's hard for us to just be and feel, because it doesn't feel safe. Because then we'd have to face all the kinks in the hose. So just allow it to fizzle out. Lee, you can let me know. This is taking up so much space. I can feel the density of worry. Okay, drop the story and just feel it. I find, and I'm not saying you are, I know, thanks for the feedback because it helps. Often, for anyone who's watching this, often what keeps those feelings and in place in our body is the story we keep telling about it, or the thoughts we keep giving it. Yeah, awesome, feels lightly. And I know it's the hardest thing when it's happening, but feel the worry and then drop the story around the ins and outs of the story. Just feel it, pure being. Think you're a baby and you're lying there on a rug and you have just this feeling coming up and you have no words to describe it. That's what I want you to do. 100% the story. Yeah. And the story about worry about money gives us our identity, and I am one of those people too. But if you can be a space for the joy, but also a space that can hold the worry, the fear, the, oh my God, I have no money left, If you can be a space for that, that is abundance too. If you can go to the heights of high and the deepest depths, that is abundance. That is your capacity for being a space for holding abundance. Awesome. All right, we had 70%, 80, 90, 100. Okay, worry is cleared. Okay, let's go. 5th chakra, self-expression. Yes, my mum is saying, by healing me, I heal her. Yeah, and it's not your responsibility. You don't have to heal her. She's an infinite, powerful being, just like you are. Like, we have this human flesh body, but we have our infinite self, our soul. Can't be hurt, can't be touched, nothing can be taken away from it. It's whole and complete. And this is remembering that by feeling it. So every time you feel light and expansive, that's when you can feel the flow in the hose. And once I realized that about my clients, I don't have to carry anyone, I don't have to heal anyone, I don't have to hold anyone. Of course, I love my clients and I hold space for them when they're with me in my space, in session or in a group. Yes, of course I hold space, but as soon as we're gone, they're infinite. Thank you. Yeah, I like that top. It looks good with the background. Okay. So, fifth chakra, full self-expression. So, think back to your goal, $20,000 cash in your bank account. How would you express yourself if all your needs were met? If you were in your full abundance, would you express yourself? Would you, wear different clothes or travel the world? Or what lights you up? What is your heart calling you forward to express? So write that down. And again, if you're doing this later, just pause, take some time. It really pays to be with it and sit with it. And if you still think, oh, this is a bit weird and woo-woo, just allow yourself to play a game, because it is all a game. Joy, wearing colourful clothing, travel, Bali. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so fifth chakra, self-expression, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And the emotion is in fire, triple warmer, hope. There's no hope, not enough hope. When it comes to money, not enough money. Okay, there's no hope when it comes to money. Okay, so we're going to rub the triple warmer. So we're going to go here at the xiphoid where the sternum finishes, that pointy bit, here where the rib cage ends, and we're going to rub in the soft tissue. And you can rub on either side, and just often this here is quite, solar plexus area is quite sensitive, sometimes painful. So just feeling into there's no hope. Just closing your eyes. There's no hope when it comes to money. So, maybe you are feeling like, I've been putting in years of work and effort and my love and everything, and it's not showing in reward, in financial benefit, or whatever it is for you. There's no hope when it comes to money. So there's never enough money. There's no hope. And again, that's a story. That's, that feeling is our thoughts, our feelings, our belief. That's based on what's happened in the past. But there's only ever now we are free to choose a new story, to choose new thoughts and feelings and beliefs. And I am no advocate for, you have to be high vibe. Yes, it feels better, but that's ego, that judges, these are good feelings and bad feelings. Life is everything. It's the good, so-called good, and the so-called bad. If you can allow yourself to feel everything and have no resistance, that's freedom. That's abundance. So, yes. So this feeling in your body, once you can feel it, I can feel it in my chest. There's no hope. And there's not enough money. Lunches with high-performing women, talking business in Bali with the sunset and ocean breeze. Yeah, beautiful. So feeling into there's no hope. And, if there's emotions that want to come through, please allow them. You don't have to be strong. I was sitting in meditation this morning, and I think I wrote down, I'm a failure. I'm not good in business. What else? I have awesome, in your belly. I have awesome friends all around the world, but where I live right now, I don't have that many. And I just let it come through, and I just felt it, and it's like, wow, breathing into the space. But even, not even actively, because that implies that you want to make it go away. Just actually feel it. Even if there's sometimes you don't want to breathe. So just being without, if we actively breathe into the space, we're still doing something. And again, that's the ego controlling the situation. Sometimes people, wow, thank you for sharing. We are so human, and That is the abundance. That is true abundance. Awesome. So just let me know when it's past the feeling of no hope. And I'll have a quick look at the time. Awesome, 9:31. Yeah, it's, of course, calling in abundance. I do think, we're feeling good. Awesome. I do believe, of course, it's going to flow easier when I go by when do I feel contracted and when do I feel expansive. And of course, the money is going to flow more easily when you feel expansive. But if you think about it, there's so many billionaires and gazillionaires. They're not happy. They're not fulfilled. So, I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt. But of course, it feels better when it feels nice. But if you can also be with the darkness, that is even more powerful. And as coaches and healers, if we can hold someone in their darkness because we've held ourselves there, that is true transformation. Awesome. All right. So we had 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome. And then fourth chakra, heart chakra. How open are you to giving and receiving? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. I promise it's not always 50%, but I just test for the collective. Okay, so we have fire, earth, metal, lung, grief. All right, grief, sadness. So what we're going to do here, we're going to rub the lung meridian point. So you can cross over your hands and just rub in here. So basically in the pectoral muscle, as I said, I'm a physio, in the insertion here. Yeah, so just closing your eyes, feeling into when have you experienced grief or sadness, and just feeling into it. In these situations where I do a group clear as I can't see or hear what is going on for you, I just say, tap into some grief that you've experienced, maybe a pet dying or a heartbreak or a person dying or, some form of grief. But it can even just be sadness. When have you felt depressed? When have you felt depressed or low? And just as soon as you can feel it in your body, sometimes we can't. Just once you feel it, you can stop rubbing. The rubbing of the acupressure points just stimulates the flow of that emotion. Yeah. So feeling the grief, feeling the sadness. It can even be that time you had a crush on someone and it wasn't reciprocated and you felt sad and heartbroken. It can be something huge, but sometimes it's often the small things that actually trip us up and we create a story around it. You can totally feel it in your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So just stop rubbing and just feel it in your head. Just let it do its thing. Sometimes, the energy starts moving and that's kind of where, where we may overthink the story or, if it's around a romantic relationship, for example, where we have so much thinking energy invested in this story. Instead of just having a cry and just going, wow, I just feel really sad and heartbroken. But we're like, how can I make this work? And, it's powerful to just be and feel and let it move. So just let me know when it's moved. And obviously, if you're doing this at home later, just pause it. If you still feel it, just give it that time and space. Your ego again will want to go, all right, yeah, this is boring now, let's move on. But it's actually so powerful to sit with it until it's totally moved. That's where you become the master of your mind. Yeah, clear. Awesome. All right. Degree 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome. All right. Third chakra is all about power. So willpower, goals. So that, here you can, again, I'm hitting 20K a month by this date. Although I don't know. Time's elastic. There's only ever now. So let's see. Goals, how's your power? Do you feel empowered? That's for women. That's an interesting one too. It's like, often as kids, when we were in our power, when we were fierce and powerful, Kali, like the goddess that isn't just nice and sweet, but it's like, right, this is, if you're a hard-hitting woman, a career woman, often you are faced with a lot of rejection because in the patriarchy, a powerful woman is dangerous. And I love men, but it's a fact, so as girls, as kids, we often get cut down. When you're powerful, you don't get love, so we hide that away. Okay, let's see. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60%. And the emotion is small intestine, vulnerability. All right. And that one is here again. So in the fire element, we have 4 meridians. So this one's in the small intestine in the fire element. So when too much vulnerability. So when you are standing in your power and on or before December 31, I have $20,000 in the bank, all bills paid, and this money in the bank to spend for the new year on the, see more, I can't see, on the things I want to do for me and business. I feel empowered and strong. My team will be getting results and achieving their dreams. Yeah, awesome. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to plug in the phone. So just feeling the vulnerability when it comes to power, hitting goals, maybe where you feel out of control because a team is attached to you and you feel like, oh, it's not just me, but it depends on my team. So just closing your eyes, feeling the vulnerability. And otherwise just feeling, when have you felt vulnerable before? Where can you feel it in your body? And just letting it fizzle out. So again, we're not trying to make it go away. We're not releasing it. We're being a space for the vulnerability. You can even, feel very vulnerable, especially if you're doing the do and you're doing all the things and still nothing's happening. It's like, ugh, I feel powerless. I feel vulnerable. So you can even have your eyes closed and imagine holding the younger you who felt vulnerable and just telling her, I love you, I see you, I'm your cheerleader, I want you to shine. I actually enjoyed feeling this one. Yeah, awesome. And that's, that's also very feminine. So there's the masculine and the feminine energies within ourselves that, if we're only in the power do mode, but we can't be in the vulnerable, feminine, open, receiving mode, then we also have a problem. So it's a dance. Yes. All right. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome. All right. Second chakra is all about support. I always say, how supported do you feel? And it's usually a yes or a no. Or, yes, or, maybe in my online community, in my team, I feel supported, but in real life, I don't. So that one's off, tribe, and that's a very primordial need that we have. Like in primordial days, if you were evicted from the tribe, you died. Like you couldn't survive. So that's why we want to belong. So how supported do you feel? And also, this is also around, I said this, no, not supported, and also it's support tribe / action creation, and the shadow is procrastination. Do you get shit done? Do you, or are you in victim mode and, I'm doing all the things and nothing's happening, and, are you telling the story but not able to take action? And often when you've had a trauma, you actually can't take action. I've had that for 5 years. I got attacked and haven't been in action mode. So I've been in emotional mode. And I'm telling this because I've passed through it now. But if you've experienced an intense trauma, it can be really hard to get back into action. I used to be action girl. And when you experience that, you can get a bit paralyzed. So if that's you, don't be hard on yourself, but give it space. Allow yourself to feel all those feelings of being paralyzed, powerless, scared, all that stuff. It needs to move so your nervous system becomes elastic again, that it can expand and hold expanded spaces. Awesome. She'll be right story. Yeah, wow, yes, many have said they are procrastinating. Yeah, I've just felt it in the last 4 weeks that it's gone, whoa, now I'm in action mode. But yeah, and sometimes, you can hear what people are saying to you, do this, do that, but something's just going, I can't. So let's see. Second chakra, 10, 20, 30%. Okay, and the emotion, fire, earth, metal, lung, large intestine, dogma. These are the rules. Dogma is like, these are the rules in your family. This is what a man does. This is what a woman does. This is what you should be like as a child, as a girl. I guess there's all women in here, isn't there? This is, you should be seen and not heard, and you should be a good girl. And maybe if you took action and you did something, you got in trouble. So then subconsciously you're scared to take action. For me too, I was scared to take action because it was never good enough. So why even bother? So, dogma. If you're pregnant, you're going to rub here. If you're not pregnant, you're going to rub here. It doesn't matter which hand, we're going to rub both hands. So here, yeah. So you can relax your hand down. I'm just showing. So where are the rules, your conditioning holding you back? And then you'll get to a point where you feel like, I want to swap hands. So then you swap hands. Yeah. Yeah, it's all, I went to an event with Jeffrey Slater, and he's a world-class speaker. And he said, I stand naked in front of the mirror and I am clothed in conditioning. And it's so true, we can strip all the thoughts and beliefs away, but then we still have the conditioning and whatever's been passed down through the DNA. That shouldn't stop us though, we are always at choice, and we are the creator. We are the source of our abundance. That is something powerful that I've learned. I am the source. I am the creator of everything. So yeah, what do I want to create? What do I decide? What do I choose? And also when you're in scarcity mode, get into action. What can I sell? Put on a garage sale, sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, whatever. Put on a course, put on a challenge, like get into action so you're not focused on the scarcity. Instead of going, oh my God, I have no money in the bank account, you go, all right, what can I do? What can I create? And that creates momentum. And yeah. You have the biggest heart, sharing and helping us all move through all this. So kind, thank you. Awesome. All right, so dogma. Just let me know when that's moved. The rules, the little girls inside. And of course, I have gone over time, which is fine. Yes, that's why I created this program. I want to cash in bank, and I know others do too. Yeah, of course we do. And we deserve to be paid. So let's see. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Sometimes when I'm in this work, I can't count anymore or talk properly. Okay, first chakra is the physical realm. And also, so we've hypothetically, called in, I want to have, make believe, I want to have $20,000 in my bank account. So how far away is it from being in the physical world? So, or is there something in my physical world that I need to change? Well, yeah, I might as well give a taster, which is fine. Because if you just do one, it just doesn't make sense to me. That's just not how I work. So yeah, what do you need to change in your physical world? Are you a clear vessel to hold what you're calling in? What food are you putting in your body? Are you moving your body? Are you, do you have a morning routine? All those things. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. And fire, earth, criticism. Where do you feel? That one is bottom left, 1 inch up. Where do you have fear of being criticized, or when have you been criticized before? If you maybe have said, I'm calling in $20,000, maybe your family, your friends, yeah, she's crazy, you're all about money, what you are doing, out of practice with the morning ritual, and then we that's the thing, we fall out of it and then we come back to it. I have been doing a Dr. Joe Dispenza meditation every morning for an hour for a year, and just the last 2 months I think I fell out of it. I did a different one, criticizing myself. Yeah. And now I'm coming back to the daily 1 hour, and it again, I'm reminded why it's so powerful. And again, if you have small kids, if you're a mum, don't be hard on yourself if you're not sticking to the morning routine. It's life. It's it's good if you have one. The freedom is in the discipline. But it could be, your morning routine could be, put on a song that lights you up and dance like crazy every morning, so you move that energy and you feel good. That could be your morning routine, 5 minutes. And a bit of breath work. I'm a breath work instructor as well. Super powerful. Life-changing. Awesome. All right. Let me know when the criticism, yes, it's like a sabotage pattern. I feel good when I feel good, when I eat good food, etc. Yeah, exactly. And again, how human of me, love on that human too. Because we're here for a human experience. So that is cleared energetically, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Awesome. All right, do we have energetic permission to integrate all these changes we just initiated starting from right now? Yes, we do. And do we have permission for everything that these people have called in to flow through? Yes, we do. Obviously, also need to be the space who can receive it and also take action. You can't just sit there and pray something's going to change. You need to decide and then focus and go for it. It's like the the hunter who, for the tribe's hungry, and he's like, right, I'm going to go and get an animal for dinner, and you go and you chase it until you bring something home. So absolutely focus, but that's super important too. It has to be something that lights you up. It has to be something that lights your soul on fire. So, don't just chase it for money's sake. What is the money going to give you? What feeling are you after? For me, it's freedom, it's joy, it's fulfillment. That's why I want money. So I can feed my kids and have a nice house and travel the world. My thing is I get to travel the world with my kids and get paid really well to be me. That could be, working with companies or one-on-one high-end, or speaking on stages doing this work. So, yeah, and it's happening. I'm going to be running some retreats. So, if you like this and you're interested, yes, Tess, love you, Tess. If you're interested in working with me, I am running a 4-week course where we do energy clearing, like we just did now, where you can ask questions and I clear whatever's coming up for you. We also do rapid transformational hypnosis, which is, like I said, super, super powerful. It's a 4-week course. It's 555 Australian dollars. You can also get it on a payment plan. Because and the course is all about I am good enough. I deserve to have what I want. All those good things. I also am running a high-end one-on-one program together with Harriet Castle. That is on application only, and that is super powerful. She's the money mindset, mindset in general, strategy, and I'm the energy person. So super powerful. If you're interested, message me. I also have a $17 energy clearing session. I'll post a link below. And contact me if you have any questions. If anything came up, let me know. Awesome. All right, I will let you go. Thank you, Lee. Have a wonderful day and talk to you later. Bye.